Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React Time. Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz.
Together in a room, we are the three biggest office blokes in the USA.
Yep.
/ UK.
Yeah, go on and go with that.
Yeah, it's been a while since
you.
I've half read a title and tried to conflate it with us. So
sort of integrate into the thing. Yeah,
it doesn't always work. What can I say? This is the 10 biggest naval bases in the USA.
Mm.
Right.
The only naval base I've been to is one in Annapolis, Maryland.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a decent size.
Yeah.
Going to have to house those aircraft carriers
I was
somewhere.
going to say,
at sea, aren't they?
Absolutely monster ships, aren't them, aircraft carriers? So,
yeah,
I think I've got some big places.
I don't really know much about the naval bases over there. I've heard people like Jocko Willink talk about where he trained and stuff like that.
Because he was Rhode Island.
I'm not sure.
Somewhere like that.
And I've seen a few of those stolen valor videos, you know, where people pretend to be military, and people have said, "Where were you stationed? Where did you train?" And then people start tripping themselves up.
Yeah.
So I've kind of heard, alluded to
Just
some
made
of the
everyone
bases. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about this, so I'm looking forward to finding out.
Yeah.
Top 10 biggest naval bases in the USA. Then let's do it.
The top 10 biggest and busiest naval bases in the United States of America. The United States has by far the strongest military in the world, with the responsibility to maintain the defense of America and its allies and provide peacekeeping forces all over the world. The United States is home to more than 40 naval bases spread across the eastern and western coasts. Here are the 10 biggest naval bases in the United States based on support population.
Size of that.
The car park looked out of place, but I suppose everyone needs to drive down and check in today. We're going out on an operation or whatever.
Yeah. With thousands of people involved, though, won't there?
Yeah.
Being just support staff and engineers, things like that.
Yeah.
Huge, isn't it?
Number 1. Naval Station Norfolk.
Virginia.
Naval Station Norfolk, the world's biggest naval base, is situated in southeastern Virginia in the Sewell's Point Peninsula of Norfolk City. The base was established in 1917 and covers an area of approximately 3,400 acres. The base provided training for U.S. and Allied naval air units during World War II and currently houses 149,000 personnel, including active duty, family members and dependents, reservists, Department of Defense civilians, and joint forces. The Naval Station Norfolk ensures operational readiness of the U.S. Atlantic Fleet by providing facilities and installation services for the biggest concentration of the U.S. Navy, including 75 ships and 134 aircraft. Number 2. The Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam. Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, located 13 kilometers west of Honolulu, has more than 55,000 Marines and their families, as well as over 5,000 Air Force members and their families. The U.S. Navy set up the naval base at Pearl Harbor in 1908, occupying a famous role in World War II. It occupies 27,694 acres of land and forms a vital element of the U.S. defense, providing mooring, shoreside support, and maintenance to surface fleet and submarines, in addition to supporting air operations in the Pacific and Asian regions. Pearl Harbor is home to more than 160 commands, as well as 11 ships, 19 submarines and aircraft, including the C-17 Globemaster III, KC-135 Stratotanker, and the F-22 Raptor.
It's got to be the most famous one, Pearl Harbor, hasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
massively.
massively. What happened in the war, but one of them planes crashed yesterday, didn't it?
Did it?
See it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
really?
Pilot ejected right at the last minute. And it's, I think it was like, I can't remember how much, £100 million or something, $100 million was it
Jesus
plane?
Christ.
Wow.
So
Where
it's like, I can't remember what it was, where it happened, but I saw a picture of it just hitting the deck.
Yeah.
Was the pilot all right?
I think minor injuries, yeah.
Right. He's on the floor injured, and the first guy goes up to him and goes, "You can't park there, mate."
Number 3. Naval Air Station Jacksonville. Naval Air Station Jacksonville is the biggest Navy base in the Southeast region and third largest in the U.S. The base received the 2013 Commander Navy Installations Commander Excellence Award for the best large installation in the U.S. NAS Jacksonville was established in 1940 in Duval County near the bank of the St. Johns River in northeast Florida. The base is spread over an area of about 3,400 acres. It currently accommodates 53,590 people, including non-appropriated fund employees, federal employees, Department of Defense personnel, contract employees, and family members. The Naval Air Station Jacksonville trains airmen for meeting high-impact warfighter needs and also supports U.S. and allied troops specializing in anti-submarine warfare. Number 4. Naval Base San Diego. Naval Base San Diego in California serves as a primary home port for the Pacific Fleet and accommodates 48,000 military and civilian personnel, making it the fourth biggest naval base in the U.S. The U.S. Navy established a destroyer base in the city of San Diego in 1922. The base was renamed Repair Base San Diego during World War II and performed the overhaul, repair, and maintenance of more than 5,117 ships between 1943 and 1945. The base saw a major expansion during the Korean War and currently occupies an area of more than 2,000 acres. Naval Base San Diego is home to approximately 180 individual commands and 57 ships from the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and Military Sealift Command. It's also home port to the U.S. Navy's modern surface combatants, littoral combat ships.
What is that?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a stealth
Stealth
ship,
ship,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Looks nice, San Diego.
Nice weather down
Seen
there.
pictures, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of it on other things, and it looks like a nice little city.
Yeah. Ah.
What's when we did the cities that won't host the Super Bowl, wasn't there a Navy base next to one of the stadiums they showed? Or am I just completely making that up?
Baltimore, maybe.
I thought earlier in the video it showed a picture of a football stadium. Yeah.
I've been looking
Yeah,
out for it just to see.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Have to keep an eye on them.
That looks cool though, doesn't it?
It does that.
I think we need to find a video that tells us about these things.
There is one that describes all the warships.
Really?
Mm.
Got to check
There you
it
go.
out.
Number 5. Naval Base Kitsap. Naval Base Kitsap on the Kitsap Peninsula is home to more than 45,000 on-duty and support personnel, including 12,825 active duty members, 14,071 civilian employees, and 18,700 family members. The base was formed by combining the former Naval Station Bremerton and Naval Submarine Base Bangor in 2004 and supports the U.S. Navy fleet operating across West Puget Sound. The Naval Base Kitsap serves the surface vessels and submarines based at Bremerton and Bangor. It's also connected with Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, where the majority of vessels and submarines are overhauled. Number 6. Naval Air Station Corpus Christi. Naval Air Station Corpus Christi, situated on the southeast side of Corpus Christi, Texas, accommodates 43,287 personnel, including active duty members, employees, retirees, and family members. Naval Air Station Corpus Christi was commissioned in March 1941 and trained 35,000 naval aviators by the end of World War II. It was the only facility providing primary, basic, and advanced training in the U.S. and trains about 600 aviators each year. The Naval Air Station is home to Training Air Wing 4 and Corpus Christi Army Depot, serving the rotary wing aircraft of the U.S. Department of Defense. The base maintains facilities to support aviation training and other missions.
600 pilots a year. I've heard people say it costs an absolute fortune for a pilot,
No, I bet.
and training hours and everything else.
It's about 100 grand, isn't it?
Is that how much it is? So I wonder how long it takes from signing on the dotted line to actually being a pilot.
Yeah,
It's there, you're living in, so you're going out, probably flying daily.
Yeah.
every day, isn't it?
So you're getting your hours in.
Got 600 pilots a year. I mean, it's a lot of flying, isn't it? A lot of flights
of
going in
planes.
and out. Yeah.
It looked like they had the actual names of the pilots on the planes as well.
Yeah.
So maybe you get your own one.
Yeah, maybe you do.
Then you're responsible for maintenance maybe as
Yeah,
well. And,
maybe,
possibly.
Yeah.
Number 7. Naval Station Mayport. Naval Station Mayport has a base population of 34,315 and occupies 3,409 acres on the banks of the St. Johns River, about 24 kilometers east of Jacksonville. Naval Station Mayport includes a busy seaport and an airfield. The naval base was formally commissioned in December 1942 and served as a strategic asset during the Cuban Missile Crisis, Operation Desert Shield, Operation Desert Storm, Operation Desert Fox, and Operation Allied Force. The base is home to 70 tenant units, 20 naval vessels, and 6 helicopter squadrons, and houses up to 34 ships. The runway of the naval station can accommodate all types of aircraft in the DoD inventory. Number 8. Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth. Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth houses 27,098 personnel, including active duty members, reserves, family members, as well as federal and civilian employees. The base was set up in October 1994 as the first joint reserve base in the U.S. and hosts a variety of units from the U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Army, and Texas Air National Guard. The base was set up in October 1994 as the first joint reserve base in the U.S. and hosts a variety of units from the U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Army, and Texas Air National Guard. The Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth accommodates 40 separate commands and supports the training activities of troops in all branches of the armed services. The base supports the operations of C-40 Clipper, F-16 Fighting Falcon, C-130 Hercules, FA-18 Hornet, KC-130 Hercules, and RC-12 aircraft. Number 9. Naval.
You can't just attack a base. If someone wants to be an aggressor and do something, you've got. And we all know they've got no chance anyway. But
no one has.
You've got that first one had 150,000 people.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it's like not even like a small town, like a big town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just on their own, with the amount of people and personnel
Huge,
they've got. Absolutely massive.
Don't know why this is. Naval Base Coronado.
Yeah, you've got to say Colorado, don't you? There's too many O's in it.
When you said Fort Worth before, it was Fort Worth. Wasn't it?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Coronado, New Mexico.
Why are you saying that?
It just sounds.
You're thinking Corona, aren't you? In Mexico.
Give us a bottle of Coronado, please, mate.
Is there a coast in New Mexico?
There doesn't have to be because they've got the Air Force as well. Which, and
is it some kind of waterway there?
There's a big,
there's a big river.
Big
anyway,
river,
at least.
Naval Base Coronado. Naval Base Coronado, the largest command in the Southwest, is home to 27,000 military and civilian personnel. The base occupies more than 57,000 acres, including airfields, ports, and training ranges. The Naval Base Coronado is formed of 8 naval installations, including Naval Air Station North Island, Naval Amphibious Base Coronado, Naval Outlying Landing Field Imperial Beach, Naval Auxiliary Landing Field San Clemente Island, Silver Strand Training Complex, Mountain Warfare Training Camp Michael Monsoor, Camp Morena, and Remote Training Site Warner Springs.
Wow.
So where's Southwest then? Like what's below California?
Mexico.
So
Texas. So like you got Texas on right there, Colorado.
Yeah. I mean on the so it would be Mexico, wouldn't it?
Down towards the south and then the west.
So this could be in California though.
Could be in California.
That area, I suppose. Yeah, you guess so.
Number 10. Naval Air Station Patuxent River. Naval Air Station Patuxent River is located on a peninsula between the Chesapeake Bay and Patuxent River. The base occupies 6,400 acres of land and houses 24,700 people, making it the 10th biggest naval base in the U.S. Naval Air Station Patuxent River was commissioned in April 1943 with the primary mission of providing operational support and services for aircraft and ship or shore electronics. The base records more than 165,000 aircraft movements per year. It's home to more than 50 tenant commands and is controlled by the Naval District Washington. It hosts the Naval Air Systems Command and the Naval Air Warfare Center Aircraft Division headquarters.
Nice.
Size-wise.
The cities on their own, aren't they? Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
huge. Yeah,
Like
I thought it might have
small
gone from
cities.
10 to 1 actually, the other way.
Same,
But
so did I, yeah. I thought
started
that
off
halfway
big
through.
and then it's just.
Yeah, and I thought it's gone to 4 to 5 here. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, there's a lot of people that just shows up. And we know it's big army and navy and the whole lot, but I mean the amount of people that work there and
The whole shit that goes
Absolutely
behind
huge.
it. Everything that goes into it.
It's all the support as well, isn't it? And
it's
you know the
huge.
engineering, the servicing, catering. You know, it's just absolutely huge.
But that's why they're best
What
in
an
the world.
operation.
Yeah. But when you hear people say, which I've heard a few people say, they were brought up on military bases,
Yeah.
and you kind of think, to me, I always think kind of barracks and a few little
Yeah,
houses
yeah,
and things
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that. I don't
same,
think
yeah.
I don't think
Don't think things like that,
150,000
yeah.
people.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
It's madness.
I know a lot of people who they say they're born in Germany
Yeah.
because they're both based at the military bases,
Yeah.
but they're not born in Germany.
But they are like towns, aren't they? They
Yeah.
live not like the old archetypal barracks with the old green prefab buildings.
That's
and,
kind
you know,
of what I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
when I
yeah.
hear people
Yeah.
say it.
So I've been up to Catterick last year. I think it was. We were just visiting, sort of thing, in Yorkshire. But that's like a proper sort of like army town sort of thing. It's it's great going around there.
Yeah,
It's incredible seeing all
It's
the
a big
people
one,
there.
that,
Yeah,
that's
it
where
is.
you start off, isn't it, Catterick?
Possibly is. Yeah, they do a lot of training there.
Yeah.
You have to have sounds watching. You have to watch tanks coming across the road and stuff like that. It's
Awesome.
yeah, big old place. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, good, that interesting.
It was.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.